Peacemaker was absolutely amazing. This series follows the Peacemaker character, which is Chris Smith being played by John Cena, and it follows the events of the Suicide Squad, a film that I absolutely love. But the Peacemaker in that film is not a likable guy, not good by any sense of the word. And it follows the events from that film, and you're introduced to this character once again. And to be honest, this show, I'm sorry, what makes it so great is the fact that it's unapologetically James Gunn. It's ballsy, it's witty, it's hilarious, it's heartfelt, hard hitting. It's all of these words that you could describe possibly James Gunn as a person. I don't know the guy, but definitely this show. And their ability to take an immoral character that's pretty much colors in the gray area a lot of the time to showing a different side to him. This is a complete character study. From episode 1, when you're first introduced to this character, to episode 8, you're seeing how he clicks, his mindset, his backstory. Oh my God, the way they did a complete 180 is just fantastic. And John Cena, I gotta give him his flowers, because as far as acting, he hasn't really done anything amazing. He was in, I forgot that comedy with, I forgot the comedy, so I'm not even gonna bring it up. But he was good in it. Was it Trainwreck? Was that the film? Anyways, good. That was the last half decent performance from John Cena that I've seen. But he absolutely owns this role. I believe he's one of these actors that were born to play a particular role. You have Iron Man with Robert Downey Jr., Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. The Peacemaker is not that, high of regards, because these are blockbuster films. And you're talking about a C-list, D-list character as far as the DC rosters go. But man, this season was fantastic. I'm glad, and you can see why it was renewed for a second season. And all these people prior to this being premiered, questioning why nobody asked for this. I believe the questions here are answered now. But yeah, what makes this show so great, besides the great chemistry, like the whole cast had amazing chemistry, but that's a given. If you watch any of James Gunn's films, him in a big cast, the way that he intertwines everything and makes it all make sense in this nice little pot that he cooks up, it's expected. But what I really loved is how each character you're introduced to had some type of character arc, because none of them are good people. Not a single one of them. Every last one of them make judgments that you're scratching your head. I'm like, I can't see somebody that's sane doing something like that. They have a lot of these characters are backstabbing, cold-blooded, untrustworthy, and by the end of the series, they're a shell of their former self. They're these wonderful, big-hearted characters. And speaking of backstory, the way Gunn, I'm sorry, I know I keep bringing up Gunn because he's the mastermind of this show. It doesn't happen, like he wrote every single episode. It doesn't happen, it doesn't click, it doesn't function as well as it does without him. But the way that he's able to, I forgot his name, they call him Diebeard. Even a character so minute and forgettable compared to everybody else was able to have this amazing, gut-wrenching side to him. And then when seeing what makes Peacemaker actually click, oh my God, like you're seeing why he's the way that he is, his daddy issues, his hard upbringing and stuff like that is fantastic. But another great aspect, I like Gunn really used this series to shine light or just his opinions on some social commentary as far as racism, global climate, the political side of things, and even us as a society, human beings and stuff like that. He didn't shy away from things like that, and I love that. And you would think this goofy character and this somewhat, if you just walked in and you see somebody watching this, you watch like a couple seconds, you'll be like, oh, this is the goofiest thing ever. But there's so much more to it, man, and such amazing characters like Vigilante. Oh my God, easily becoming one of my favorite DC characters to date. Somebody I knew very little of, like absolute wonderful. And the way that each episode, in my opinion, got better and better and better. And a lot of these shows, it's hard to stick the landing, because I just watched a couple shows that they're great for the most part, but when that final episode, when everything has to come together, it's never as good as it's supposed to be. But not here, man. That final episode was amazing, all the way to the cameos, to these heartfelt moments. I love this. I absolutely love this season of Peacemaker, and Peacemaker as a whole is wow. Yeah, sign me up for season 2. I can't wait to see, because supposedly there's another Suicide Squad character that's getting a show. Fingers crossed that it's Bloodsport or Ratcatcher. You know what? From what he's doing with Peacemaker, I don't care who it is. Anybody. Even that little weasel that we thought drowned in the Suicide Squad. Give him a show if you wanna. James Gunn is a madman, and his mindset. He knows how to make good material, man. I feel like this is exactly what DC and the DCU needed. So many times, like, everybody for some reason believes DC has to be this dark, gritty thing all the time. DC shines when all these characters have their own personality, their own style. Not everybody's supposed to be dark and brooding like Batman. Leave that to those type of characters. Like, Peacemaker was wonderful. Chef's kiss. I love that. I can't wait for season 2, and sign me up, man. That was my quick little review of Peacemaker, or overlook of the whole series. I've been doing episode per episode reviews, so if you're interested in that, check out the channel. But yeah, man, let me know down below in the comments what you thought about the show, period, because I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I really did. And yeah, until next time, I'm out. Peace.